all our lives we think we are the human body. We don't realize that we are soul, we are spirit, we are conscious beings, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. We always think of meditation, say we are physical beings, we want to have a spiritual experience. But we in reality are spiritual beings. We are soul, we are conscious, we are full of the love and light of God. But we don't experience that because all our life we think we are the body. And so saints and mystics say, experience the real self. You can do that just like you have openings in the body, like the eyes, the ears, the nose, and the tongue, and then so many senses in the body through the feeling touch. You operate through them. You also have here what is called the single or the third eye, the Shiv Netra, the Dasmadha, the seat of the soul, the Nukta Safeda, different names to an opening which is not opening in the world outside. This opening opens into the spiritual regions beyond. And so the saints say, concentrate there. You have what are called your sensory currents through which your attention is going out into the world outside. Like through these eyes, whatever looks beautiful to us, that's the direction we want to go to. Through the ears, whatever sounds good to us, whether Beethoven music or Ravi Shankar sitar or rock and roll or soul music, whatever sounds good to us, we want to hear that more and more and more. Through the nose, we want to be closer to those objects which bring sweet smells to us. Through our tongue, we want to taste those food which taste good to us. And through our sense of touch, we want to always embrace those things which are soft and cuddly to us. And so through these senses, we're just interacting in the world outside, and they're taking our attention, which is the outer expression of our soul, and putting into the world outside. For us to experience God, we need to put our attention within. This is why we find a quiet place to sit down to meditate. We sit by ourselves. As the plate is quiet, there's no sound, so sense of hearing is withdrawn. As we sit down to meditate, we make sure no part of our body touches someone else, so that if they move, we won't be distracted. So a sense of touch is withdrawn. We're definitely not going to eat as we meditate, so a sense of taste is withdrawn. We don't change the atmosphere. We feel God created this whole world. Every place is holy. So there's no need to light incenses or agarbattis and things like that. So our sense of smell is withdrawn easily. And then we close our eyes and withdraw a sense of sight. So by just finding a quiet place to sit down and close our eyes, we could be any place. We can withdraw all our five senses. What is difficult is as soon as we withdraw our senses, our mind sends thoughts to us. And this is where Simran comes into play, or repeating God's name comes into play. As soon as we close our eyes, we start to repeat God's name mentally. Not out loud, because if it will be loud, our ears would hear it. So if we do a mental repetition, then our mind is occupied in that repetition and it is unable to send thoughts to us. And it's in that state, where the body is stilled and the mind is stilled, that we start to experience light within. In the darkness, light spouts forth. It could come as circles of light, it could come as lights that are coming and going, flashes of lights. And the light could be of different colors. It could be golden, it could be white, it could be red, blue, green, yellow, orange, something else. Whatever we see, our attention should be right in the middle. And then with time, the light stabilizes. So what actually is happening? The light of God is within each and every one of you. In the beginning, our concentration is not really that good. So when we concentrate, we experience the light. When we are distracted, we experience darkness. But with time and practice, as we sit regularly, our concentration improves, and then we are able to see the lights at all times. And then we go beyond the lights, and we experience skies and stars, in a moon, in a sun, and many, many other vistas within. The experience of being with the light is such that it puts us in a state of peace and calm. On the inside, when we are peaceful, we can deal with every difficulty on the outside. The path of Sant doesn't ask us to renunciate life. It doesn't say that we need to lead our life and go into the mountains or the banks of the river to meditate. It says we have our responsibilities to our family, to our communities, to our societies, and global responsibilities. And while we pass through life, let us take some time daily and focus towards our spiritual growth.